We're dealing with similar figures here. We've kind of already done some of these, and what we want to know is what is AC. So AC is here. So we're going to look at see what we have similar. I know that 18 should go with X, so we're going to go ahead and set that up. I'm going to use the big over the small, so I'll consider this one to be the big one and this to be the small one. So if I say this is X over 18, and we're going to set that up with the other two sides that I definitely know is 12 and 16. So again, we're going big over small, so we're going to go with 16 over 12, cross multiply, so I get 12x. 12x equals 288. We're going to divide by 12, so x equals 24. Alright, next thing we have, again, we can say this is the big and the small. They've already identified that this is the side that we want to find. So it does correspond with 3. So if we use small over big, now I can use 2 over 5, because these two guys go together. And we're using small over big, so I know this is 3 over x. So I have 15 equals 2x, and divided by 2, x equals 7.5. Our next example, we have inches and miles, so I'm going to go ahead and set it up right away. Inches over miles, so I can say 1 inch is equal to 110 miles, and then read the rest of the problem to see what else they're talking about. So what is the distance from Jacksonville, or Gainesville, from Jacksonville to Gainesville on the map is about 0.6 inches. So inches, easily we see this goes on top, 0.6, and the miles is what we want to find out. So I have 1x is equal to 110 times 0.6, so x equals 66. Okay. Done deal? Alright, and if we scroll down, we have almost the same idea here. Again, I have inches and feet, and it doesn't matter which way I set this up. I'm just trying to decide, alright, inches over feet, done. So every time I see inches, so 6 inches. Alright, so the scale is 6 inches. And what we don't know is how tall it actually is, but the scale we used is 1 inch over 50 feet. So inches and 50. So we got 1x and 300. So x equals 300. So if the model is 6 inches, the entire building is 300 feet. The next problem we're dealing with tall and the shadow. Okay, if you read through, we have tall and shadow. So I might just say tall over the shadow. So if I'm 5 feet tall and I cast a shadow of 4 feet, we're going to set it equal to, we don't know how tall, so we won't use a question mark. We're going to put x in there. X over a 10-foot shadow. So I get 4x equals 50. So we'll divide by 4. X equals 12.5. And here, since we're talking about the height, we're talking about feet. Okay, so start to make sure that our answer makes sense. So it says 6 feet tall. And how long was his shadow? The shadow of the man is 3.5 feet. 3.5. So do we know the height of the flagpole? Nope. But we know the shadow is 17.5 feet. So here's our unknown. So again, we're going to do tall over shadow. So how tall is it? 6 feet tall. 3.5 feet for the shadow is equal to x feet tall, and 17.5 feet. Alright, here they tell us the building is 70 feet. Nice pretty picture. Same type of problem. The shadow is 150 feet. We don't know how tall the flagpole is, but we know the shadow is 60 feet. Okay, so I know 70 is the height, 150 is the shadow, so I can say tall and shadow, so how tall it is versus how long the shadow is. And we don't know the height, so we don't know how tall it is, so we call that x, and 60 feet here. So how tall is the flagpole? Flagpole is 28 feet. Alright, first thing we do is interpret what we have. We have 1 inch equals 4 miles. So 1 inch and 4 miles, so I may even say inches over miles, just to keep myself straightened out here. If I look here, I have, it goes up to 3, but it started at a half. So I have 2.5, and that's inches, and we don't know the miles. So we need 1x, and if we multiply here, we're going to get 10. So x equals 10, and in this case, miles.